All right. Let's go ahead here with personal reading order number 94. 94, you'd like to know thoughts and feelings when he saw you last night at the concert. Let us see. All right. So the Five of Swords, Seven of Swords combination comes forward as a bit of a difficult energy when it comes to communication and self-expression. This could say that they were thinking about connecting with you. Two of Swords, thinking about walking up to you, being in your energy, having some sort of opportunity to have an exchange, but ending up in a place where they're saying, I just didn't really know how to maybe make something happen without it feeling forced. So this kind of comes across as like a want to connect, thinking about connecting, thinking about conversating, thinking about being in your energy, but also at the same time thinking about how it would have been better for them to not say something, not come forward, not connect, rather than for them to, create that opportunity of flow. Now, when we have the Six of Cups come forward, we are connecting to the emotions and connecting to the heart. And so this can come forward as a space of feeling pulled into your energy, again, wanting to be around you, wanting to connect with you, wanting to have that opportunity of conversating. But the Six of Cups can also kind of recognize the past in the past. So kind of looking at the idea of saying, okay, our situation here today of you being at the concert is kind of outside of our regular idea or outside of our regular routine. And so we can kind of use that with the Six of Cups in the idea of like putting it as the past, right? Putting our usual energy together as a sense of like something that's done in the past rather than something that's in the present moment. So I would say this is kind of like them being in a place of feeling connected to you, feeling drawn into your energy, and thinking about how they are wanting to be around you or wanting to have some sort of conversation and flow with you, but at the same time thinking, okay, it's not necessarily the best for me to come forward right now and communicate with you, not the right time, not the right place, and kind of being in this sort of held back energy here. It can even say with this Five of Swords, Seven of Swords combination that they would feel a little bit isolated, or that they would feel a little bit, I'm trying to think of a word, like feel bad, feel wrong, I guess is perhaps the word that I'm looking for, feel wrong for not reaching out, because the Seven of Swords recognizes that they could say something, that they could do something, but instead of going ahead and doing that, they hold themselves back. And the Five of Swords is like recognizing what's good for me right now may not be good for others. So they're kind of in a place of saying, yeah, I could have reached out to you, I could have connected with you, I could have said something to you, I could have been in your energy, but I didn't. I held myself back, and I'm thinking about how I could have changed something around, but I didn't do that. And kind of just being in that sort of, not flip-flop energy, but sort of like a little bit of a back and forth of recognizing that we are wanting to connect, wanting to say something, wanting to be around you, but just recognizing that it wasn't the best time to be able to connect and see that sort of flow, but still feeling pulled into your energy. So that's what I would say here for this combination. So if anybody is interested in having a personal reading here today, check out the website, temperanceandsage.com. We are doing the live personal readings here right now. So if you are interested in having a personal reading here today, check it out, temperanceandsage.com for the live personal readings. Alrighty, let's go ahead here with 96. 96, you'd like to know, do they wonder if you were on a date? Let's just see. Alrighty, let's go ahead here with 96. 96, you'd like to know. All right. So based on this combination, I'd more so say no than I would say yes. The Fool comes forward with more of a detached sort of direction, so not really putting any sort of expectations or ideas onto anything in the situation, kind of just leaving things to flow forward openly. Then we also have the Justice energy coming forward, which is more so the idea of like not wanting to kind of jump to conclusions or allow the mind or the heart to kind of wander off in a particular direction, just kind of wanting to be balanced in terms of flow. Then when we also have the High Priestess, it kind of comes forward as to pushing things down, so not really wanting to dive into any secrets or not really wanting to uncover something. It's just kind of leaving things be. The King of Pentacles can also be more of this work mode style of direction here, so kind of keeping a stable front, not really allowing themselves to dive into like the King of Swords energy, trying to figure things out, or the King of Cups energy, kind of leaning into the heart. It seems like they're more so coming forward here into this sort of direction of leaving things open to flow or leaving things open to interpretation rather than trying to come forward and like jump to conclusions or allow the mind to wander. It seems like they're just in a place of saying, I'm not even going to speculate, I'm just going to allow things to be in the way that it is. With the Empress coming forward here, there is a very desirable energy about you. So they might see that people are drawn to you or might kind of put you as somebody who could be going on a date, as seeing somebody who's desirable. But the Empress can also be a card of like doing things or leaning into your own energy. So not putting it into the box of, oh, you must be on a date. They're kind of putting it in a saying, you could be on a date, you could be with friends, you could be going by yourself, kind of like leaving things open to you flowing as you. So with this combination, I'd more likely say no than I would say yes for them being in a place of wonder if you're on a date. It just kind of seems like they're detaching from the idea of speculation and just kind of opening it up to whatever it is, it is. That's kind of what I see coming forward here. So I would more so say no than I would say yes for the idea of wondering if you are on a date. So if anybody is interested in having a personal reading here today, check out the website, temperanceandsage.com. We are doing the live personal readings here right now. So if you're interested in having a personal reading here today, check it out, temperanceandsage.com for the live personal readings. The message for the super chat did not pop up on my phone, so I just saw it now when I opened up my computer. You can do a super chat, but it still has to be the same amount as on the website. And just as a final call as well, I will be on the live for only about 10 more minutes here before I shut off for the morning. I will be back on live later on this evening if you'd like to pre-order for the evening's live. But again, I'll only be on live this morning for another 10 more minutes here. Alrighty, let's go ahead here with 97. 97, you'd like to know what is coming your way this week. Let us see. All right. So it looks like there's an opportunity to build some new habits coming forward here this week. When we have the Knight of Cups coming forward with the Nine of Wands, it's like there's an opportunity of something that you've been asking or manifesting to see come your way, but maybe have been a little bit closed out to it. The energy is trying to make its way towards you. And with this Three of Pentacles Devil, it has the opportunity to kind of like give you the space to overcome something, overcome some sort of pattern, resistance, energy, self-resistance, in order to get this opportunity to come forward. The Page of Swords is like we're figuring things out, we're learning, we're gaining information. And so there's an opportunity here coming forward for you to learn something, see something, be in a place of maybe communicating with somebody else that allows you to work either together with this person or work on some sort of foundational element around a fear or restriction that gives you the opportunity here to go after something that you want. So let's use an example. Say you are super afraid of talking in front of people when it comes to like giving presentations or just having more than 3 people look at you when you're talking about a topic, right? Pitching something. Well, you have this person who says, well, actually, I know that you can do this video recording and then send it to them as a pitch instead of doing it in the office, so you don't have to have everybody looking at you at once. You can just film it in your home and then send them the opportunity instead, right? Send them the video and get what you're asking to get out of the situation instead, right? There's something about figuring out a way to overcome a fear, figuring out a way to overcome something that's been resistant in your life, to go after what you're looking for, wanting, and desiring. And again, with the Page of Swords coming forward with the Three of Pentacles here, it could be that somebody teaches you it, or you have the opportunity to work together with somebody else, and through this working together, figuring out energy, because the Three of Pentacles can also represent schooling. Through this figuring out energy, you have the opportunity to get over this fear and then get what you're looking for, get a manifestation. So that's what I would say. So what do you need to know the most right now? Let us see. All right, so opportunities are trying to come forward towards you. Queen of Wands, Ace of Cups says that you are in a very strong energy of pulling things to come forward towards you, very strong energy of opportunities. But through the idea of the Queen of Swords, we might need to clear our mind, be focused, or provide ourselves a different way of looking to get these opportunities to come forward. Because the Hermit energy says that we need to learn something, or we need to allow ourselves to take one step at a time to go after these patterns, opportunities, or new directions, and overcome the difficulties here with the Devil, overcome old fears, old patterns, and allow ourselves to move forward in new ways. So I would kind of take this combination as saying opportunities are really trying to come forward towards you because you're calling them in and you're passionate about them, and they're trying to come forward towards you to like support you, to move you ahead, to give you this good sense of direction and opportunity. But the self-restriction or the restrictive elements that you find yourself around, we have to kind of take one step at a time to overcome these things so that we can find this growth towards where we want to be. And it does start from within. It starts from clearing the mind and also allowing ourselves to explore our passions, or allowing ourselves to really connect with the things that are kind of falling towards us or pursuing us, rather than being in a place of a chase after ideas, things, or people, right? That's kind of energy that I see coming forward here. So that's what I would say. So let's go ahead here for 98. If there are no readings in the queue after 98, I will go ahead and shut down for the morning. So if anybody is interested in having a personal reading here today, this is the last call to have a reading done on the live. If nobody's in the queue after 98, then I will go ahead and shut down for the morning. So let's go ahead and see here. What are their thoughts and feelings towards you? Oops. All right, so the strongest thing that I'm feeling here is definitely a curiosity, but a hesitant curiosity. When we have the idea coming forward of the Magician, of the Page of Cups, of the Fool, as well as with this Page of Swords, we have this like desire to kind of connect, but it's in a way of saying, I want to just see where something can go when it comes to just interacting in general. It's kind of like a lighthearted flow or a lighthearted desire. But we have a sense of Seven of Cups, Five of Pentacles, Ten of Wands, Three of Swords, this hesitant energy when it comes to saying, is the feelings that we're having in the moment real, or are they something that is just the spark up of desire for now? Ace of Wands, right? Nine of Pentacles, the Star. Is it something that we're just having this point in time connection of feeling passionate, feeling excited, enjoying each other's company, or is it something that has more of an underlying meaning? And so it seems that they're kind of in a place here of feeling hesitant when it comes to maybe connecting more, or feeling hesitant when it comes to allowing their mind to expand a little bit more. Because we see this Four of Swords kind of tempering down the mind rather than allowing it to go into fantasy, because Seven of Cups, we end up in this place of not sure, like if something is real, not sure if something has its opportunity to flow or to allow something to be explored or allow something to connect. And so I see them being kind of in this place here, Knight of Pentacles, as well as the King of Pentacles, Temperance, of saying, I'm not going to go out of my way. I'm just going to allow this energy to sit here, and I'm going to allow myself to take in the fact that I enjoyed your company, I had a good time, and just see where it goes from here. So I see them being in the mindset of, I am feeling open to connect with you, and I enjoyed the time that we spent, and I enjoyed being in this place of fun, lighthearted, free-flowing energy of just being around each other. But I'm so hesitant to figure out or to allow myself to dive in any more deeper, or even pursue into any direction, if this is something that, was it just a one-off opportunity to feel this energy, or was it something deeper, is it something more? And so there is a sense of like thinking, I shouldn't force anything, I shouldn't even go out of my way to try to do something, I should just be patient when it comes to see if anything else comes forward, right? King of Pentacles wants to stay in their own energy, to just provide that comfort, keep their normal routine, and keep that sense of stability. And then the Knight of Pentacles will just say, as each day goes on, if anything happens to pop up, if we happen to connect in any sort of way, then so be it. We'll see where the energy goes forward from there, and we'll kind of be open, Page of Swords, to analyze the situation, to see if this is just a one-off situation that we had these good feelings, or if this is something that could lead to more. So I see them feeling excited by your energy, pulled towards you, feeling the sense of joy, but also feeling a very hesitant, very heavy, vulnerable energy that can come forward with confusion of, is this something that we can see pursued, or is this something that we can see this good energy come forward, or was it just a one-off time of having a good time, right? Especially with the Five of Pentacles, Ten of Wands energy, we are in a place of wondering if it's something that is few and far between of having this good come forward, if it was something that, because of an element of distance, now all of a sudden we have this spark of excitement, distance makes the heart grow fonder. Was it just that? I kind of see them going back and forth in their mind in that sort of direction. So feeling pulled to you in a place of desire for exploration and excitement, but feeling hesitant to the point where they're not really going to try to overly pursue to have more, or to even interact more, and just kind of seeing where things may happen. They're just kind of in a place of saying, if we pass by each other, if we connect with each other again, we'll make the next judgment of our interactions, kind of decide the fate.
but not really being in a place of overly needing to pursue or rushed or anything like that. It's kind of like they're in now a bit of a patient energy when it comes to you in the situation, just allowing things to flow in the shape and way and form that it will. That's kind of what I see coming forward here. So thinking, giving it some time when it comes to you, but feeling pulled into your energy and thinking that they would like to connect with you, but because they're unsure of the energy between the two of you, that they'll just kind of allow things to flow in the way that it can kind of flow itself rather than being forced or controlled or planned. Just allowing kind of life to take its course, I guess, is what I would say. So since we do not have anybody in the queue, I will go ahead and call the morning. I will be back on live later on today. Where's my page here? I'll be back on live later on today. So if anybody is interested in having a personal reading on the evening slot, the spots are now up and open for that. And that's what we've got going on here for the morning. So thank you everybody for joining me here today and allowing me to do your readings for you. I really do appreciate it. What else do I got to say? Pick a card readings up on the main channel. Some of the zodiac signs are up on the main channel. The other zodiac signs just don't get enough views. It just doesn't make sense to do them. But yeah, that's about it. I will see y'all later if you decide to join me. If not, no worries. Perhaps I will catch ya another day.